Welcome to the Season 3 recap of the Under the Oak Tree comic only on Manta. Obviously, this is going to have spoilers. And don't forget to pre-order the physical book of Under the Oak Tree to add to your shelves now. The link is in the description box below.
The beautiful and powerful Princess Agnes came to visit Anatole, and I couldn't help but be concerned. This woman was once a marriage prospect for Riften, and they fought a dragon together, side by side. How could I ever measure up to her? To my surprise, Agnes was kind to me and eager to get to know me better. I couldn't help but be suspicious. What did the princess really want? When I tried to express my insecurities to Riften, he did everything he could to reassure me with his words and his body.
I have never wanted her the way I want you, Maxie. You are the only family I have.
But before I could bask in his love, a brutal wyvern attack on a construction site put his life and the lives of the workers in danger. I refused to be left home alone and rushed over with Ruth to use my healing magic. I was feeling exhausted when suddenly a wyvern swooped in on me. Luckily, Agnes and Riften dashed over and slayed it, but that was the last thing I saw before I fainted. When I woke, I felt incredibly ill. Riften explained that I had depleted myself of mana. After Riften's care, I started to feel more like myself, and I thought everything would be all right. But Riften was furious.
I will no longer tolerate you putting yourself in danger and suffering as a result.
To my surprise, during my recovery, Princess Agnes also visited me, and her reaction could not have been more different than Riften's. She praised and encouraged me to continue studying magic, but Riften demanded that I never put myself in danger. I protested. He put himself in danger all the time, and I wanted to be useful to him and contribute to our lives together. But Riften would not even hear my words.
Have I not told you countless times that I have no expectations of you? I'm begging you. Don't do anything to make me worry.
I loved Riften more than anything, but for the first time, I started to feel like his love was stifling me. A much-needed break came when we visited the Spring Festival with Agnes, where I was annoyed to see Riften surrounded by village girls. Agnes and I flounced off to dance on our own, and I had never felt so beautiful and free. Riften was so enchanted with my dancing that he couldn't wait another second to have me in his arms. We kissed passionately, and I started to feel the fireworks between us, until I realized that there were real fireworks being set off by Agnes with magic. When it came time for Agnes to leave, I had much warmer feelings for her. Before she left, she again encouraged me to study magic, because I had natural talent and ability. Heeding her words, I approached Ruth after she departed to resume our magic lessons. Even though I suspected Riften would not be happy about it, I felt even worse when Riften spoke to me of my father's cruel treatment of him. Why would such an amazing man put up with so much, only to be wed to a useless bride like me? Then suddenly, one day a scout came to Anatole to report that hundreds of monsters were gathering. I studied magic with a new intensity, but I was still distracted when I saw Riften washing off monster blood at the public well. I couldn't hold back how much I wanted him, and Riften was delighted when I became more assertive in bed. But outside the world of our bedroom, the danger was only increasing. The king summoned some of the Remdragon knights to help fight the monsters, and Ruth went with them. Luckily, Riften didn't have to leave my side, which was a huge comfort, until I started worrying about why we hadn't had a child yet. To my mortification, Riften learned about women's periods for the first time. Even though the passion between us was stronger than ever, I still felt like Riften didn't understand me or my drive to learn magic. When he discovered I was healing injured knights, he demanded that I stop, but the truth burst out of me. I do not wish to live in comfort. It hurts me every time you tell me not to do anything. This shocked Riften, and he was even more surprised when I eavesdropped on his war meetings, trying to figure out what was going on. My worst fear came true. Riften was called into battle. He needed to rescue the Remdragon knights and Ruth from a deadly siege, but he and his men would have to journey through the monster-ridden land without a mage. I knew they needed a healer if they wanted to survive such danger, so I tried to convince Riften to take me along as their mage. He resisted, until I was able to convince Heberon and some of the other knights that I was their best option. Riften insisted that it was too dangerous, but I was able to demonstrate that I could defend myself. I wasn't just a weak flower. With proof of my abilities and the pressure from his men, Riften had no choice. He had to bring me along. We prepared to leave Anatole and rush to the rescue of our friends, but as we started on the journey, I had no idea what terror awaited us. Did our mission stand any chance of success? And could I, the the poor, stuttering Maximilian really make a difference.
Enjoyed the recap? Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more UOT content you'll love. And don't forget you can read the complete Season 3 of the Under the Oak Tree comic on Manta right now.